What is going on, guys? I am bringing you guys a brand new gameplay of Warzone. This map, it plays kind of slow, it plays out kind of crazy. The ending is crazy enough as you would probably expect it. I do kind of like a medium hot drop. This has been my spot to land kind of consistently in Warzone. It's been a while since I played Warzone, so that's how we do it. But guys, this kind of spot, I kind of picked it just because I had two scavengers. So I figured it would be either way I'm going to get one, at least I hoped. And I figured it has enough loot for a solo that it would be alright. I'm rocking the LA Thieves gear, and as you can see, I see this dude. I was kind of thinking about going after the dude off to my right, but I just figured we'll stay on the track, try to get this, and go through it. Recently, guys, I know I haven't been uploading. I've been kind of slacking on it. My dog's actually been uploading more than me. I've been uploading for my dog on TikTok more than I've been uploading for myself. So that's been a thing. This guy should have definitely killed me. Thankfully, I had a weapon before him, so he dies pretty quick, pretty dropped. All he had was a pistol. I figured he would have at least had another secondary. I was kind of scared, but he was lighting me up for sure. And I was for sure thought I was dead, but I just kind of maneuver my way around. I kind of just play it out slow here. I just, you know, I'm just looting like normal. Dead silence is a must for me in this game. I honestly love dead silence. It brings so much more to the game when you have dead silence. You can make more pushes. You can do different things because there's no dead silence, so you're constantly loud, and that's kind of an issue. But the shotgun and the SFAR, I kind of was just rocking just because it was better guns I could find. I don't really know what the meta for this is. I hear a lot of popular streamers and stuff saying the meta is pretty much open now. Everyone's open up to them to it, and everything is more even and well-based. And well-based out with it. So a lot of people saying you can use any gun you want and it feels okay. Like, I'm not getting gunned down by just a FFAR, or I'm not getting gunned down by like Craig or anything like that. And I get lucky finding this airstrike in here just because if you find a streak, it saves you money, right? You can use it whenever you want. And I was kind of playing out like someone landed at this building. I for sure thought someone would have been in here. Someone would have been creeping around, you know, just kind of hiding out in this building. And that's kind of how I was playing this building until I started to play a little more aggressive. And once you start seeing like boxes not open and stuff like that, okay, now my mindset is either he's hiding on the top floor, or and didn't want to come down, or he's just playing really scared and trying to play a corner and melt somebody when they come in. So I threw my the gas grenade up there to try to see if I could get anybody. This door was closed, so I figured I'd check this room. I jump in, check the corners. That door's open. Now, I'm not sure if I opened it or whatnot, but now I got two dead silences, right? So I'm going to pop this one, and I'm just pretty much checking this room with dead silence to make sure that, well, in this case, like, hey, I can run faster. You can't hear me, and I can also get this, and I can go back to that house and get my dead silence, which I'm not sure. I can't remember if I do. I pretty much go back to this house, and now I'll have another second dose of dead silence to use to maneuver any way I can. But scavengers are really easy for money. If you're trying to get money, it's the best way to go about it. So that's kind of what I've learned watching people play this. And I'm sorry, I'm on my phone. But guys, I'm gonna try to upload more frequently. Mondays and Tuesdays I'm off, so I'm gonna try to make either Sundays and Mondays my work days for this, and I'm gonna try to like upload at least a video every week, if not 2 videos every week, and 1 video on my TikTok. At least 1 video goes on my YouTube, and at least 1 video will go to my TikTok. So try to keep it well-based balanced. Streaming I'm gonna try to do on my off days as well. So tonight I'll probably stream. This video well, tonight or yesterday, you know, whenever this video goes live, I'll probably try to stream on Mondays and Sundays if I can, if nothing's going on. Sundays will be a late night stream, Mondays could be an early to a late night stream. Kind of like split them out between the day and on Monday. It's like I'll probably stream early in the morning on Monday while the dog's out. And then let the dog in, spend time with the dog, go walk the dog, etc., etc. And then do like a late night stream later that night when the dog is going to bed and everything's wind down. So that's the way I'm looking at it, how it's going to play out. I play this very slow and very scared and very like kind of like trying to hide around this building. So I hear a guy. So like the main goal was I'm playing like a rat, as some people call it. So I'm pretty much hiding in this building, hoping when he runs in this building that he runs past me, and then I can just gun him in the back, so he doesn't have really much of a shot to like react. But after a while, the noises died down. Couldn't hear him. Stopped hearing him. So I was like, all right, moving on. I only have a minute and something left. Close to 2 minutes, like a little bit less than a minute left, almost, to try to hit this next scavenger, my very last scavenger, so I can get money. Right now I have enough. Like I have enough to like go buy a loadout and go buy this and go buy that. So I pick up this gun, the Krig, the scope on it, and I'm pretty much just playing it out. Playing the circle slow. I'm kind of grinding on the edge of the circle. Like I'm kind of just like barely keeping myself on the edge of the circle just so I can keep track of where I need to be and where I want to go. And this building kind of has a good viewpoint because I'm pretty much knowing there's a guy off to my right. At this point, he was over in those buildings, right? I knew I heard somebody, so I'm like, alright, this dude's over in this building, so I'm gonna put this Claymore kind of in the doorway, kind of back, and I'm gonna play the back of the building. So if someone climbs up that ladder that I came up into this building, they try to push me, they're gonna get hit by the Claymore because they're pushing. Most people will push this pretty hard, and then I can easily kind of have them weak, have more or less shield than me, and I can kind of gun them down. And I see someone called in their thing, so I'm like, I'm gonna try to get up here, and I'm just gonna try to call it in over there. So I can, like, it's kind of like a shoot your shot type thing. Like, maybe I'll hit somebody, maybe I won't, maybe someone will get weak, and he won't get weak. So there is like a 50-50 chance that I could down somebody.
No hits on that run.
And then there's like 3 drops, which means there's people in the vicinity of me. I'm not the only one here. There are people around me that know those drops just drop as well. That's their loadout drop as well. So I'm like, okay. Now this is serious. Because at this point, if I know there's 3, like there's 3 up there and there's mine, so there's 4 of us all together. Me and 3 other, just me out of the 4, there's 3 other people that their drops are up there, up on the roof. So I'm kind of like baiting them out, trying to. And I believe someone actually gets their drop when I look away, or I go expect something else, look at something else. I believe they do get their drop like when I'm not looking, and they kind of get away with it. Which kind of sucks because it'd be an easy kill. And I learned with this game, a lot of people play slow, a lot of people play quick. I like to play to a medium, fast to slow pace play. I don't like to play necessarily quick, but I don't like to play necessarily fast either. So I kind of like to play in the middle sometimes. This is a really slow game that I played. And honestly, for how slow I play, I get kind of mad on how, like I'm happy how the game ends, but I get kind of mad on how, like, when the second you see it, you'll see where the frustration comes out of. Because, yeah, I think that guy, he's the one who got his drop. Yup. He got his drop and then he dipped. And I think one other person died, so their drop. Oh yeah, and I was also being hunted right there, I forgot. Yeah, I was being hunted, so I was kind of playing it safe. Now I got 80% bonus on my money. So I know there's a guy over in that building, so I'm like, alright, let's get this 74 you and my sniper, and let's just kind of play it more. Now this kind of sucks because I don't have no use for the dead silence. So I'm just like, someone's gonna find that dead silence. Someone's gonna either use it on me or use it on somebody else. It is what it is. And I kind of play this like looking for this guy that went off to the left. Like I know this guy on the left side of the building over there, so I'm kind of playing it for him, trying to like make sure he pushes me and I don't push him. If he pushes me from the storm, I'm more better of a chance to kill him than he is to kill me. Because if I gun him down and he get his shields knocked or something like that, and then he ends up trying to like heal, he'll be getting hit by the storm as well. So it's better to be not in the storm and running from it, better to be already in the circle, next circle, kind of just post it up, watching how people come in. And I'll look down at this like desk just because I have the laser sight and I'm pretty sure people can see it, so I look down and make sure no one sees like the laser sight coming out of the building that much. And I was kind of hoping someone would get in that car and being easy to like knock or kill. So I'm playing solos. Knock if they have self revives, kill if they have kill if they don't, pretty much. And this is before, I think this is before they updated it, and everything looks totally different now. Everything's completely different on Warzone. You can tell this ain't like new, but it's new enough. It's a video I had in the storage for a while that I should have uploaded way when I got it, but I've been kind of slacking on uploads, as you guys can see. But you know, I kind of just play these buildings, and I'm like, all right, well, this guy ain't really pushing. I want a better view of everything, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take it up. If you take this up, it goes up all the way, and then you can just have a huge advantage. Now, what I didn't think about, and what I should have thought about, is actually clearing this building, like clearing those stairs at least behind you when I came up. At least clearing those stairs before I started like sniping around. Because I think I hear somebody now. I don't know. I hear somebody eventually. You'll see when you'll hear them, and I hear them, and then I kind of play it for them instead of playing it for anybody else. So right now I'm just kind of, the storm's pushing everybody. I'm kind of just looking for people that are like running from the storm, who got like stuck looting or stuck in a gunfight and now they're delayed. Alright, yep, this guy. I think it's this guy that comes in my building. And I thought he was going to come up here. So I was like, alright, I'm just going to wait for him. The second he comes up, I'm just going to light him up. Right? Because that's what would mostly happen. And then I was like, oh, there's another one over there. So I forgot about that. So then I'm like, alright, let's close this. So now he has to open that up. I'll hear it if he opens it up. I'll hear it if he hits it up. I'll hear it. I'll hear the door if he comes from my door. So then I'm like, alright, maybe he took this zip line. I was like, nope. Now I hear him kind of like moving out through the buildings. So I'm like, alright, I'm going to pop my dead silence. Maneuver around, kind of. Post up on this. There he is. Boom. He shoots. I'm like, alright. I just try to like keep him at bay. And I push him. And I surprisingly get that kill. I don't know how weak he was at that point, but I get the kill, and he brought me a gas mask, so that was even more better. And now I'm kind of just like, me maneuvering like that, like I move my analog stick like that just in case like no one gets an easy headshot on me, because my dude's always like moving, even if it's just a little bit. He's always moving. Now I'm looking for more snipes. Trying to like scope out some people, see if I can see anybody. I don't. So I'm like, alright, let's close this. And then I think I make the jump for it once the timer hits 0. Because I'm like, alright, there's no use for me being here. I was heavily debating, so I figured someone might have been camping in that dealership. But I wasn't for sure. And I was like, I'm gonna be mad if someone's below me. They camped that as well. So I kind of just push out here for ooh. Alright, but I kind of just push out here. Push out here. Trying to maneuver around. Get better eyes.
Tagging buy station.
And now I'm like, alright, now my goal is to maneuver towards this. Alright, that dude got out of the vehicles. Now I'm like, okay, he either seen me, or he heard me, or he might have like UAV, or he's doing something that isn't right, because most people just stayed in the car. Now I'm really trying to like rush and try to make sure this dude doesn't get in the trees or whatnot and start sniping at me. I believe I do start getting sniped at, actually, before I get to these buildings. These are actually one of my favorite buildings to camp on, just because you can, most of the time there's a buy station here, and you can just kind of camp the buy station. It's kind of OP and cheap, especially if you kill someone before they spend their money. It's awful. I'm kind of like cheap, I guess you could say. Like, yeah, it's kind of like, oh wow. And then I use the UAV, so now I know there's a dude on this building, right? So I'm like, alright, let's try to see if he'll get off the building. Oh, excuse me. I'm like, alright. He can actually just kind of, I think, goes into like the stairwell. Open the stairwell, just to kind of play it safe. I keep on forgetting, like, on this map, like, can't go up the stairs, stuff there. Stuff like that kind of gets annoying and frustrating. So I'm like, alright, he is above me. I know there's a dude above me, right? And I'm hearing them fight. They're fighting right now. I hear him, like, seeing who he's trying to fight, seeing who he's, like, shooting at out there. Stuff like that. But he's obviously looking out there for a reason. So you kind of just play it like that. And then I keep just like, as I'm running, I'm hearing, you know, I'm trying to hear gunshots, and I see the guy that's fighting him. So I'm like, alright, maybe I can. Ooh, the next player, I guess, starts laying me up. So I'm like, great.
Designating target for airstrike.
Maneuver that, like that. Then this guy kills me. That right there, for how slow I've been playing this game, this guy I figured would have been fighting that guy out there. He kills me. So now I'm like, okay. If I die, game over, right? It is what it is. That's what I get for playing slow. But if I win this gulag, my ideal thing was like to kill him, right? Go back, get my guns, kill him, get ammo, right? I'd be okay. But it took forever for me to find somebody to fight in the gulag. That was my issue. Like, if you find someone quick, good, you might be able to get your stuff back. If you find someone not so quick, and the game gulag doesn't go quick, you might not ever get your guns back. But here's this gulag fight. Surprisingly win it with the shield. I hate those guns when they're dual. Just give me a single pistol I can shoot. Like, I mark it. I'm like, alright, that's where I'm going. I want my guns back. And then the timer for the circle hits 0. And I look at it, and I'm like looking at the debate, and I'm like, yep, nope, can't get it. Not gonna get him. So I'm like, alright, now I need to replan my strategy. And just land in the circle and hope I can catch someone off guard to get their loadout weapons. Because from what I learned, if you don't have loadout weapons, you're really not gonna win. It's very hard to win without a loadout weapon. So I'm like picking up guns, I'm like, alright. Got 25 shots. Trying to find more stuff. And I'm like, might as well, you know, ammo's ammo at this point. Whatever I can get to have ammo. This gun has the most ammo for my gun now, right? Not the best situation you want to be in, especially when people are all around you and people have better weapons than you. So I'm like picking up every little thing I can that's going to give me a little bit of advantage to a gunfight. And I really can't afford to waste ammo. So I see that guy. I'm like, alright, AR time. You know, he's a little bit of a ways. I'm like, I need to be fully decked out with this, because if I'm not, it's going to end very badly for me. Because people are, right now, people already have their loadout guns. They have the M13s, the M16s, they have their AKs that are used, their snipers, they have their Krigs, they have all that arsenal in their weaponry right now that I'm going against. So I'm like, this is what it is. I play it slow, and I have 3 kills, so trying to like figure out with 15 left. 15 people left in this circle is a lot.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
And I know where one of the 15 are at. He's in this building in front of me, and there's a bunch of other people around me. There's no way there's only one guy. So when people start dropping, like one drops, and I just keep playing it to what I can. A loadout drops, and that's behind me. So I'm like, if all else fails, I could get the loadout, right? All else fails. It's right there. It's back there. But it's pretty high up there. I think I pull up my map to check to see exactly where it's at. And I just noticed this. I didn't see it before, but if you looked over to the left of that building over there, you seen a guy run into it on the top. And I didn't realize that because I was kind of watching this guy in here. And that's kind of where my focus was drawn. And then you see that guy way over there. So people are coming from down the mountain. And then you got people just pushing that building. So my goal is to let people fight it out, right? Let people fight it out. Why do I have to push a fight? I don't have to push a fight. I have dead silence, I have a gun, I have attack, I have a lethal, and I have a secondary. I have a set of guns that I'm confident with. That if it does happen, I can probably win a gunfight with these. Depending on what they have, and they have stopping power bullets they found, which I kind of wish I would have found in a situation like this, because like if I have stopping power bullets and I have this gun, I can at least kill one person for sure, without a doubt. As long as I don't get shot at right after killing somebody, I'd be golden. But you see these stuff's going on over in that building. I'm kind of just making sure no one's coming up at me. I kind of played this building, so I unload on that dude. He has no shield. Right? So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna throw a stun, and hopefully he doesn't push me. Just someone like that might have like came around, they would have stood by the corner, they would have stood by the building, and they would have like pushed it, right? So, or try to like peek it. So now I'm thinking he's in the building, or he's gone, he dipped towards that building. Or he's just hiding somewhere further back, where my stun wouldn't have like affected him too much. See, I thought about taking shots at this guy, so I was like, I'm gonna post up, but if I had a sniper, I definitely took a shot. For sure, he might as well. He was standing still. Like, you would have had a sniper, I could have been zoomed in real quick and just shot real quick and got him. But play this very slow right here. It's the end circle pretty much. There's only like 6 people left. And I'm just trying to go for the win. I am playing for the win. This ain't playing for kills, this ain't playing for like cool clips. This was playing for the win at this point. Because I went to the gulag, came back late in a game. I figured if I can win this, late come back in a gulag. With ground weapons. So, like if I win, it's pretty accomplishing. Because I got ground weapons and I haven't done much. So this guy's like kind of like moving too much when he's looting. So I lay down just to like in case he doesn't see me. So right now what I'm hoping is if someone comes in this building, I can catch him by surprise, or if someone comes running towards it, I can just catch him by surprise and gun him down. But I hear people moving around me. So I'm like, alright, I'm looking, trying to find them. I pop my dead silence so I can move around more. No one hears me, so I'm trying to play that surprise element. Really working for the surprise element of the game, so it works on my behalf.
They're losing ground.
And yet no one comes by it. Like no one comes really like by me or kind of near it into a way I was hoping for. So I'm like still looking. I was like, alright, did this dude move? Did this dude run around back? Like where's this dude at? And what sucks for me is I don't have a silence weapon. So when I shoot, everyone's gonna see my dot on the map. So when I shoot, I have to make sure it's a shot I can like kill and confirm, because there's 2 people alive. I think that's me and this other guy. I think it's the guy I think. I think that's how it counts it. So I'm kind of just playing for this guy, and I'm like, the circle is moving in a way where I'm gonna play this building until I can't play it no more.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
And that's what my goal was to do. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna have to jump out of this building eventually, probably. Alright, let's maneuver towards this. I was like, I'm gonna go up here and kind of get like high ground, right? I see him over there, right? I just seen him. He just came from the mountain. So I'm like, come back in this building while the circle moves. Try to get the high ground. Tag him up a little bit. Tag him, eliminate him. If he didn't lay down, he could have probably won that game. But guys, comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.